What's going on, Libra? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Libra reading. For those of you all that are new here, Libra readings are posted on Thursdays. Elemental messages are dropped on Fridays. So if those are energies that you're wanting to keep up with or tap into, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you will not miss out. Okay? Keep in mind that these are collective readings, so they may or may not resonate with you each and every time. Also, keep in mind that these messages are not directed towards any specific area or aspect of your life. So as I'm delivering the message, feel free to pick up what resonates and apply it to whatever area or aspect of your life that you deem necessary at this time, okay? We are about to get into the collective Libra energy, so let's go ahead and get into it. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for Libra to be able to receive this message with an open mind and an open heart? I also ask that you provide me with the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Thank you. So as I am delivering the message, make sure you leave me a comment and you let me know what resonates. Thank you. You let me know what resonates or what you can relate to, okay? And I cannot say this enough. If you have not subscribed yet, please do make sure that you subscribe. Spirit, is there anything else that we need? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so. Ooh, okay. What's going on here? Underneath it all right now, Libra, you have the Hermit that pops up, okay? So at this time, regardless of what's actually going on with and or around you, it's pretty much bringing you to this point to like go within, right? Teaching you more about yourself, allowing you to learn more about yourself so that you can become comfortable with, you know, shining your inner light out into the rest of the world or for others to be able to see, right? This Ten of Wands shows up letting me know that you may be in a position to where it's like seeming like it's overwhelming, right? Like you got too much to do, or it may even be taking a toll on you in some type of way, shape, or form. But I definitely want to encourage you to set some boundaries for yourself, right? It doesn't matter, again, in what area or aspect you want to set some boundaries for yourself, because behind all of that, feeling overwhelmed, once you get into setting those boundaries, you do come into everything that your heart desires in a physical form. You understand? So just be real mindful of how you show up for you, and I guess how you show up for others, right? Like you don't want to be showing up so much for others that you are not in a position to show up for yourself in the way that is required at this time. So that is just the underneath it all energy. Let us go ahead and get into the energies that actually came out on the table today, starting with the Prince of Swords in reverse. Like I stated before, you want to make sure that you are in control, right? You don't want your thoughts to be pulling you every which way. You don't want your thoughts to be in charge, in a sense, right? They're there. You can recognize them. You can notice them, but you have to be in control of them. Do you understand what I'm explaining? You want to be in control of your thoughts and not let your thoughts be in control of you, because you'll find yourself going down a whole rabbit hole at times just based on like starting with one thought, and then that thought leads into another one, and then that thought leads into another one, and eventually you sit like, how did I even get here? Like, what am I even thinking about, you know? So you can definitely take control of your thoughts, and at this time I most definitely encourage you to do so, okay? With the Prince of Cups showing up in the upright, the Prince of Cups shows up and it's like, okay, you may have been experiencing some emotional roller coaster type stuff, right? But again, it's bringing you to this point where you're recognizing yourself, where you're knowing yourself, and things may be triggering you. So don't take it personal. Just recognize, I guess, these triggers for what they really, 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 really are. Do you understand what I'm explaining? Because say, for instance, something triggers you, right? Like somebody does something to piss you off on the surface, like I'm mad or I'm angry, right? When you actually take the time to process what actually happens and how it made you feel or how you ended up in this particular position, you may get down to the bottom of it and you notice that you're not even mad at all, right? Maybe your feelings are hurt, maybe you are disappointed or something of that nature. So you're really wanting to pay attention to the things that you feel, identify them for what they really are instead of being so general, right? We kind of generalize what it is to be mad, what it is to be happy, what it is to, I don't know, whatever the basic emotions is that we utilize like pretty much on our day-to-day basis. So pay attention to that. With the Four of Wands showing up, and it's showing up in reverse, okay? And right after that, you also have the Emperor showing up in reverse. These two energies, and I showed you them at the same time for a reason, because with that Four of Wands, it's like, okay, there is something that you're not allowing to end, right? You're resistant to letting something in, and it has a lot to do with this energy of a person, whether it's you or somebody else. It's like they act like a leader, they act like they're in a position to lead, but they're really not. So it's kind of coming off as manipulative, right? Either you want to stop operating in that energy or you want to stop associating yourself with people who operate in that energy. Do you understand? And like I said, for some Libras, it may be you. And then for the others, it may be yourself. And I'm give that information to you from both sides of the spectrum, obviously for a reason, right? It's either you are showing up in a position where you like, oh, like I'm the head honcho. I'm the one that's in charge. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this. And it's kind of like you winging it and the blind leading the blind. You understand? Whether it's you leading somebody or you being led by somebody. So make sure you are being honest with yourself. Honest with yourself, whether it's you or somebody else. Because also with this Five of Cups showing up, it's really giving me, it's not making you feel good. It is causing you a lot of disappointment, right? It's like, and now right now they just gave me this vision, right? In the sense where it's you may be showing up thinking like, I got it, or acting like I got it, right? And you really don't. And it's okay to be open to saying like, I don't know, or you know what I mean? Because it allows people to show up and assist you in the areas where you may need assistance. Do you understand? And then you may even, with the other person or when that Emperor in reverse is somebody else, it allows you to pretty much like show up and I guess like give what you can give in a situation. And I hope that makes sense. Now, if the other individual don't want your assistance, that's something totally different. That's why I'm saying like be mindful of you if you're showing up in that Emperor in reverse, and be mindful of the energies that you associate yourself with, the individuals that you associate yourself with that may also operate in this particular energy. Because I mean, what's the point? Be disappointed for what? Like, be disappointed for what? But like I said, as we have this Hermit underneath here, it's pulling you back into a place of actually recognizing what it is that you have to offer and what you're supposed to actually be exuding out to and through the rest of the world, okay? Uh-oh. I'm going to have to grab that one. You're going to have to give me a second. Spirit, is there anything else that we need in this deck to move forward? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me get this one that fell over here real quick. Sorry about that. So we have the Lover's card that just came out. We have the Ten of Wands that showed back up. That Hermit card showed back up. And then the Princess of Disc. You paying attention to and focusing on yourself is the most important thing that you can do at this time, right? Like I said before, you want to make sure that you are not putting yourself in a position to feel overwhelmed or feeling like you just have to do it all by yourself, because you don't, right? Start setting boundaries, start prioritizing or creating to-do lists. And when I say creating to-do lists, if you have a list for tomorrow and you have 6 things on this list and you only get done with the first 2, make sure you're not beating yourself up and you're still giving yourself grace because you got certain things done on that list. Everything happens exactly when it needs to, as it needs to, how it needs to, so on and so forth, right? And in doing so, you allow yourself the opportunity to open yourself back up, to, like I said before, tapping into you, allowing spirit to fertilize your gifts, right? Instead of you kind of forcing yourself to operate in somebody else's gift based on, maybe your upbringing or the responsibilities that other people have placed upon you and things of that nature, you want to really tap into yourself so that you can start getting in alignment and getting in the flow of who you are. So pay attention with this Princess of This showing up to what's happening with you now. Maybe back in the days, even if it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe you were in a position where you wanted certain things then, or you were operating in certain things then, and then over time you felt this disconnection, right? Pay attention to what you're doing now and how you're operating and how you're showing up and, how you can move forward. But the now, the present, right? The gift is in the now. So I want you to really keep that in mind, all right? Like I said, where you guys can relate to it, or if it resonates in any type of way, shape, or form, make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and then I will catch y'all later. Peace.